Hey guys, so I just wanted to quickly say something. This video took me 10.5 days to make. It's not as easy as other YouTubers make it out to be. So I just hope y'all enjoy the video, and please, I hope this gets a lot of views. This thing took me a while. Please enjoy. Welcome to Fallout 4. Now, I don't have much time to explain about this, but I am going to beat Fallout 4 today. This took me a while. So, I know this is kind of sudden. So, first off, we're going to start off by teleporting into this place called the Institute. I'm going to make a lore video. I know it's going to be kind of different than the other videos I make. But I'm going to make a lore video about this sometime soon. This is going to be pretty crazy. So buckle in, strap on, and get ready for this absolutely crazy game. So, we are going to, first off, have to teleport into the Institute, which I'll explain later once we're in. So, once this old lady will please teleport us into the Institute, then we can get the video started. And I just hope you all enjoy.
Wake the fuck up, samurai.
So first off, we start off our adventure by traveling into the Institute. And this is pretty much, I guess I'll explain. This is pretty much a place where they make a bunch of robots that are meant to look like humans. Again, I'll make a lore video. I keep saying it, but still, I just want to make sure you all know that. So, I start off by walking around not knowing where the heck I am because this is my first time playing through this game. And every other video, they just say, okay, so we travel into the Institute, and then we beat the game. So I walk around a little bit, my assault rifle in hand. And while being the goofiest goober ever, I don't realize where I am. And I realize, oh wait, I'm supposed to go down the giant elevator instead of walking around like an absolute retarded man. And now that we're going down the elevator, I begin thinking, is this really what I'm doing with my life? And then right as I'm about to have an existential crisis, I began to see the very giant building of the Institute. This place is very big, and I get lost about pretty much the entire time I'm here. This is easily the most confusing place to be in the entire game. And I do not know where I am pretty much 80% of the time. In fact, this video would have been around 3 hours long if I recorded the entire thing. Mostly because I got stuck inside this building. Now, around this time, I realized I went a little below where I was supposed to go. Or at least where I originally thought I was supposed to go. So I run to a pane of glass, lose a few brain cells. And then I go through this hallway. And I'm confused, wondering where I am. Now, the basis of this game is you're trying to find your son who was taken by the Institute. So I press the button on the outside for some reason, thinking that the elevator wasn't there. I don't know why I keep spinning my controller around. I'm pretty sure it's because I have stick drift sometimes. So I go to this elevator, I go up, and then I make it here. Now, around this time, I think I found my son, whose name is Sean. And I get so excited, I begin yelling at him. For some reason, he keeps yelling father, but I tell him to call me daddy. Wait. And then we realize that this old random man comes in, and he yells a bunch of random words, and then my son just decides to turn off. Now, nothing seems out of the ordinary, of course, because, I mean, whenever I yell words at him, he usually passes out. Now, after this, we realize that this old man is, in fact, our son, who was taken from us 60 years ago, which we don't realize. So then we ask him if he can come back home with us, and then... Get out! So then we go back to our base after our son forcefully kicks us out, and we go to this crippled lady who teleported us there, and she says that she has a science project she wants to show us. So we follow her over to her old garage where she used to smoke meth. And then she opens the door for us. Ignore my companion, they are being retarded. She types in her password, which is Chicken and Watermelon 69. Now I can agree with this password a lot since that's my password for everything. And then we find out it's Liberty Prime. Now for those of you who don't play Fallout, Liberty Prime is a 45-foot tall democracy freaking robot. In fact, I'm going to show y'all some of his freaking voice lines.
Against invasion. Commencing tactical assessment. Red Chinese threat detected. Democracy is non-negotiable. Engaging Red Chinese aggressors.
They're building this absolute 45-foot tall Giga Chad. I helped them, and as you can see, that's already going quite well. Now, first, they need us to retrieve Liberty Prime's weapons. Now, Liberty Prime, being the absolute Giga Chad that he is, doesn't use lasers or anything usual, even though he does. He uses nukes that he throws like a football. Now, a lot of crazy stuff happens along the way to go retrieve the nukes. Like, I found this shack with the Death Claw, which is like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, except it was smaller. And I also found a bunch of robots, which, despite the fact that they're set to medical mode, they fight the giant dinosaur for me. Like, just look at this. There's a construction, a firefighter, and a medical robot. And they just absolutely demolished this radioactive lizard like it was nothing. Now, also, I found this mole, and it had a mini nuke launcher and 7 mini nukes. I don't know what the chances are for this, but it had enough nukes to blow up a small country. So after getting enough mini nukes to kill pretty much the entirety of the Netherlands, I go and try to retrieve the nukes for Liberty Prime. So I go through this tunnel where I find a bunch of zombies, and I find a bunch of random crap. And while going through there, of course, I managed to find the nukes, but I also found this machete. Now, it's not, like, super good, but I mean, it's alright. Now, these red crates, each of these red crates is a nuke. And if you look at the bottom left, that little thing that says RADS, that's how much radiation I'm getting. Just by standing near these nukes, I get cancer, which is absolutely crazy. And for some reason, they were in the hands of some weird freaking hippie. Now, after this, we go back to our base, and we get to listen to some of Liberty Prime's voice lines. Now, Liberty Prime isn't fully powered up, so we're just doing an assessment, but I'm just gonna let y'all listen.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration. Unstable.
And now that we're done with that, we go on to find Liberty Prime's power source, which just so happens to be a mini nuclear reactor. Now, since I don't want to get cancer from walking near that thing, I take about a good amount of drugs. So I get ready to get absolutely demolished by enough radiation to kill a small country. Now, the old lady who was a cripple is managing to lead me in there. So after I go in there, since I took, like, 18 drugs to keep me from getting cancer, I barely managed to, retrieve the beryllium agitator, as it's called, aka mini nuclear reactor. If I didn't take those, because I did have another run, like right before this, I died because I didn't take the drugs that would keep me from getting cancer. I died just from holding this thing. Actually, just from being near it. Now, I cut this part out, but I fell into that pool of red water, and it killed me, because that's pretty much just nuclear water. So after we're done retrieving that extra large AA battery that gives us cancer, we find out from our leader, Big Daddy Maxon, that our most trusted soldier is actually a robot that was disguised as a human. And he didn't know this either, but our whole, the whole faction I'm in this game relies solely on the deaths of any humanoid soldiers humanoid robots called synths. So we march over to this little base that he's hiding at, and he protected himself with a few robots, but nothing too special. And then we end up finding the little tunnel he's in, and of course, I have orders to kill him. So I pull out my pistol, and before he wanted me to say anything, I shoot him directly in the head. And I am totally just kidding. Well, I did kill him. I ended up just loading a save that I had, like before I killed him. So I just wanted to kill him that time, and then I reloaded my save, so I didn't actually kill him. Then I have to convince our Big Daddy that he is a good one, since he's also killed humanoid robots without knowing that he is one. So he's like, but I don't think that he should live, and I'm like, but he should, and he's like, alright then, I guess I'll just go back home, but I'm just gonna say he's dead. So mission accomplished. Now that all that's done, he wants me to kill this random green guy who kind of looks like Shrek, who helped me get into that institute building. But our leader thinks that our leader thinks that Shrek is a bad movie. So then I have to march over to his little cave. He asked me if I found this cure for his sickness that he has, which is why he looks like that. I tell him no, and then I end up killing him. Then after that, we go kill him. I just recorded this part because it's funny how I kill these people. But really, this doesn't matter whatsoever. All we do is kill a bunch of people who believe toasters have feelings, and who believe that normal people are gross. Anyway, now back to the important stuff. Now that we have the big AA battery, this old crippled lady wants us to stick our long thing inside of Liberty Prime's back. Get out! Anyway, so after that we stick our long, big, juicy thing inside of Liberty Prime's hole. It closes up, and then we get to the greatest part of the entire run. I jump down, and then that big red button that's highlighted in yellow marker. Prepare for the greatest thing in all of gaming.
Fusion core reinitialized. Liberty Prime. Full system analysis. All system nominal. Weapons hot. Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists. Probability of Chinese victory impossible. Brotherhood, salute. Ad Victoria. Proceeding to target coordinates. Freedom is the sovereign right of every American. Democracy is non-negotiable.
So anyway, from now we just kind of protect Liberty Prime as he begins to hurl 800,000 pound nukes at robots and shoots it with his ginormous eye laser that vaporizes them instantly. I mean, just look at this. You can't tell me this isn't the greatest thing in all of gaming. He demolishes these guys.
Communism is death.
So now that Liberty Prime is pretty much walking around being the most Giga Chad person he can ever be, I'm starting to wonder if I should even help. Because, I mean, he literally takes 0 damage from these guys. And I didn't include this in the footage, but I shot 4 missiles at him. He didn't even attack me back. He just took them and took 0 damage. I mean, look, you can even see right there when I highlighted him in yellow. He took 0 damage from all these guys firing their automatic laser pistols at him. Now he walks into the water looking like an absolute Giga Chad. Just being the most powerful thing in this entire game. God bless Liberty Prime. So I was following Little Liberty Prime. I found this. I don't know how this is my first time seeing it, considering it's a pirate ship crashed in a building. I don't know. So anyway, I'm just walking around, kind of minding my own business. Meanwhile, Liberty Prime steps on someone, and there's like a red smear left of them. And then you see this. That is a 20-foot tall giant behemoth. Picks him up with one hand, snaps his neck, and tosses him aside like he's a freaking 2-year-old to freaking Shaquille O'Neal. Now, I've had run-ins with these things. These things take like 8 bazookas to the face to kill. And then this random guy comes up to me. I somehow miss point-blank range. And then my companion just kind of body slams this random guy, and Liberty Prime finishes him off by lasering him in the face. Absolutely gorgeous. So we make it to where the Institute base is pretty much at, and I see the freaking Big Daddy Max and our leader firing a Gatling laser, which I just had to record because I didn't even know he even fought here. So I walk around, and then that big black square pause in the middle is where the Institute is. So Liberty Prime blasts his big laser at it, and my curiosity gets the better of me. I walk near it, and I die. And forgot to save, so I had to redo like the entire mission. And then I see our dying son on his deathbed because, as it turns out, he was diagnosed with ligma. And then I told him the exact things that he told me whenever I was talking to him. So of course, my last words to him were, "Get out!" So of course, after this, I take everything he has on him, which is not much, and then I plant a small speaker inside of their energy core, whatever it's called. And you might be wondering, why would I plant a speaker in there? Well, I have bigger plans. Also, this random kid came up to me who was like the robot that was built after my son. And so I was like, alright, I guess you can come with me. So we teleported onto the biggest building in the entire Commonwealth, which is where, like, the wasteland. Now let me show you why I planted that speaker there.
It's time, Paladin. The Institute and their synth abominations must be eradicated.
No ice, I'm just cold. 40-something milli-something, or so I've been told. I'm in my prime, but this ain't even FALLOUT4.
Wake the up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Oh no, but this isn't gonna be the end of it. Believe me. Some of y'all might want it to be. But I have bigger plans.